first response was had no idea who he was.
Same.
Didn't bother to me. Didn't bother me. Didn't matter to me. I was at once relieved. Like, oh, finally, wow. They got it done. Good. Now this won't linger over the head of the Celtics. Now this won't be something they have to answer about. This is not going to be a post game. Like if there's a bad game, all of a sudden, Jalen and Jason are like, "Is the sale of the team lingering over your head?" Like, no, we don't think about this at all.
No, I
so
just missed a couple shots.
Yeah, I didn't play well.
Had a bad night.
They D'd me up real good. So now, okay, pause. Yep, we're all on that one. So now that's done and over with. Then when I saw the name, like I said first, like who's this guy? And when you read about like grows up on the North Shore, local businessman, like Massholia his whole life, Celtics fan, great. I mean, to a point now, and with Wyc's involvement through at least 2028, though I could see himself kind of divesting himself a little sooner. Like that's kind of how these things work. I think this is a win-win-win across the board for the Celtics team, the organization, and the fans.
So let's start with our run of statements here with Mr. Chisolm, the new owner. I feel like if you spend $7 billion, you get to go first. You get the first statement on the topic. Growing up on the North Shore and attending college in New England, I've been a diehard Celtics fan my entire life, said Chisolm. I understand how important the Celtics are to the city of Boston. The role the team plays in the community is different than any other city in the country. I also understand that there is a responsibility as a leader of the organization to the people of Boston, and I am up for this challenge. My partners and I have immense respect for Wyc, the entire Grousbeck family, and their indelible contributions to the Celtics organization over the last 23 years. We look forward to learning from Wyc and partnering with Brad Stevens, Joe Mazzulla, and the talented staff to build upon their success as we work to bring more championships home to Boston. I got to tell you, if I'm Brad Stevens and I read that, I kind of like that the new $7 billion owner said we're partners.
Do you know Brad got to sit in on the like the final meetings with all of them?
Oh, yeah.
So his stake in all of this,
kind of weird.
His share is like, he's not just like the president of basketball operations. He's like the guy, like the man behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's like, hey, we're partners? You put in $7 billion. I don't have to put any in, right? I collect money from you. I don't have to give you money. You pay me.
Wasn't it 6.1? How's it 7 now?
No, that was the original evaluation on the 51%. Then there's the 49% to follow through on that apparently has been valued differently. But I don't know. I don't get the money.
What if it goes up?
It's going to be more than $6.1 billion. It's going to be,
so?
I think, closer to $7 billion. I think Axios was the one that had sort of that little wrinkle. But I don't know. These are the
small deets. Yeah, Brad Stevens walks away from this a major winner because not only is he involved in a team that could easily win their second NBA championship in a row, but also like if he's involved in the meetings and he gets mentioned in the new Mr. Chisholm's opening statement, then he's here for a while. Like he's entrenched. Made man.
And he should be a made man. He built a really good roster that's looking to make another run at a title. Now we have Wyc Grousbeck in his statement. Bill is a terrific person and true Celtics fan, born and raised here in the Boston area. His love for the team in the city of Boston, along with his chemistry with the rest of the Celtics leadership, make him a natural choice to be the next governor and controlling owner of the team. I know he appreciates the importance of the Celtics and burns with a passion to win on the court while being totally committed to the community. Quite simply, he wants to be a great owner. He has asked me to run the team as CEO and governor for the first 3 years and stay on as his partner, and I'm glad to do so. So Wyc is sticking around as governor for 3 years, theoretically. Mm-hmm. As you said, sometimes those things kind of go in a different direction at some point.
How much longer? Yeah, like, guys, don't worry. He's the transition face of this entire sale and the franchise. And, all right, it's all gone through. Like, the offshore accounts was through. They got the Swiss bank number. Like, we're good. Okay, Wyc. And you can have a ticket, but
also it depends on how it goes. Sometimes I think Wyc might want out if you start to crash and burn. Let's say they get upset in the finals, then we start trading away Porzingis, and people are like mad and angry.
Why was he the first one?
Wyc's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna step away now. You can take the heat for these moves.
You're going to trade Jaylen Brown? Yeah, I'm done.
Oh yeah, that's how it should work.
That's the one everyone thinks is going to happen if it happens.
Better not. Anyway, the last statement we received today is the longest, so I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Which one is this?
Pags.
Oh, Steve Pagliuca?
Or Sads, I'll call him for today, because he's not happy that he didn't get the winning bid. And there's a negative tint throughout the 4 paragraphs here that he put forth. I'll read a little bit from the beginning and then a couple key parts. Since the Grousbeck family announced it would sell the Boston Celtics almost 9 months ago, I have worked tirelessly to put together a strong bid centered around the great majority of existing owners of the team who understand and appreciate what it means to be a steward of the Boston Celtics, a team steeped in championship tradition. Additionally, I recruited new partners with deep resources and expertise in technology and international markets to maximize the Celtics' success, to ensure we can always compete for championships, luxury taxes be damned.
Okay, so
landed that one strong. That was good paragraphs. That was a good paragraph right there. Well done by his PR team, his people, him, whoever wrote that.
Wait a second. Go back. Hit that one more time.
Which part?
That last line.
He has recruited new partners with deep resources and expertise in technology and international markets to maximize the Celtics' success, to ensure we can always compete for championships, luxury taxes be damned. So basically he's saying if I had gotten the team, no tear down. You don't have to worry. I'm not trading JB or Kristaps.
Like,
or I'm
I
not
love
doing
this
that.
so much. I don't care.
Money be damned.
I'm going to ride with Wyc's mantra of we'll get paid in parades.
Absolutely. And so he didn't get the bid.
So is he calling old Billy Chiz? He's going to be in this just for the money?
Well, I think he's calling him out and putting a little pre-pressure on him. Don't even think about tearing it down, because I already told him I wouldn't have torn it down. So if you want to live up to that.
If you want to be this, quote, steward of the team, you better keep him intact as long as you can.
I'm the other woman right here that they didn't marry, and they can see how hot and well I'm aging.
No, he didn't get the rose. He's crying in the limo on the way back before the credits.
So he claimed they made a fully guaranteed and financed offer at a record price. Doesn't say numbers.
No, it doesn't say. But if the previous high was in the 4s for Phoenix, and this one at 6-1, and it could end up around 7-ish, you got to figure it was my guess for Pags 5.5.
Maybe. I don't know. And with all the
Still
capital,
nice
blah,
money.
blah, blah. It is a bid of true fans deeply connected to Boston's community. I believe that's the second time he said true fans in here. And we've been saddened to find out that we have not been selected. I'm going to fast forward. He had a paragraph about coming from Italian-American immigrants, Red Auerbach. I will never stop being a Celtic, Pag said. And if the announced transaction does not end up being finalized, my partners and I are ready to check back into the game. Good basketball reference there. Well done.
The Stay Ready crew.
And bring it home to help continue what the Celtics do best, win. So I think this was, A, he's upset. He puts that in there, he's upset. And B, he's putting pressure. He's putting pressure on Chisolm that you better do this right. Don't think about tearing this down for cap purposes and tax purposes. And, oh, by the way, I'm really, really mad, guys. But if this falls through with them, I'm here for you. You want a date? You want a rebound relationship? I'll be here for you.
But how can here's the thing. This isn't just sort of like he's not a coach or a GM. Like, if this is going to take 3 years to put through a $6.1 billion sale, now let's say Chisholm does a terrible job, right? We're just randomly speculating here. And Pags is like, I'm right over here, guys. Then how do they sell? Like, how does he get back into it? He can't force.
No, if it falls through. I mean, this is a complex deal. I don't know when this will play itself out, but at some point, they crunch the numbers, or maybe, I know you have to be approved by a certain percentage of the board of directors, the governors of the league. They could look at some money and say, that doesn't make sense. That's shady. Where's that coming from? Does it exist? I don't know.
These dollars just have a picture of a bald guy with a monocle on his eye.
Yeah, if it fell through, he would be there. So 617-779-7937. We are reacting to the sale of your Boston Celtics. They're getting ready for a postseason run. You need to get ready for new ownership.